It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. As the San Francisco 49ers taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. For the second half, it was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Ray McLeod to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Holding offense.
They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction
Still
there.
first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's no gain on the play. That will be a few inches shy of the first with 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play action. Now Purdy. That is caught. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
This is Samuel fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Here's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Purdy. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 3 yards out. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. From the best players you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action with Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. To a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all in. 17 apiece. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Brock Purdy and the offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he will find his man Samuel. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now Purdy. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and a couple. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Runs over, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Play action, here's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
They've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied 2nd half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Second and 6 coming up. Purdy to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw that here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. If you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Here's Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete.
The defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signal for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass complete, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This short throw caught by Goddard. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down. Purdy to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.